Welcome back. Well, I'm going to start this video off with cleaning up the 9630. So I think it's pretty much safe to say that we're not going to need the blade anymore for snow. So we're going to wash this thing up, just get some of the big stuff off of it here in the washout, and well, who knows, next week maybe put it on a disc. We'll see. All right, here's the Turner. Quick rundown of the Turner here. This one's only a year old. You wouldn't notice by this, but it is only a year old. So we just got done replacing paddles on here. As you can see, some of these aren't too bad, but they get a little bit wore when it's going through those compost lines. It really creates a lot of friction, a lot of heat. Every once in a while you'll catch a rock and that'll bend or break them off, which isn't good. Not to mention it takes the rock and throws it at the cap. But so we got all the paddles replaced, and you can see this that's pretty good size. I think it's like 16 feet across here in the middle, and I mean, I can't even touch it. But how this thing works, and the tractor will travel at about less than 1 mile an hour, and that thing just turns extremely fast, and it'll basically turn obviously the compost line, the manure line, and it'll throw it out to here. It'll throw it out 6-8 feet behind it. But it comes with all these cylinders on here that raise and lower the whole apparatus, so it can sit down on the ground and get low to the ground, or if you need to pick it up because just say you got stuck or a line is a little bit too tall, you can pick the whole thing up. Here's a drive wheel. So obviously we're pretty good distance away from the tractor right now, and it's pulling it at an angle, so it needs this drive wheel here on the side to be able to keep the opposite side running evenly, so it doesn't pull through there crooked. But this is it. So like I said, we put the new paddles on. We'll get her cleaned up a little bit, get her greased, change all the gearbox oil, and should be ready to go. I know Dan was talking about he wanted to start turning some lines because he's laying out a couple already. So there you go. I'm out in the fields here today. We bought this. And this thing is awesome. It's a tree puller for the payloader here. And believe me, have I put this thing to use. So you can see all the piles here. This is fence line of a quarter right over here that we farm, and then there's a half section back here that we farm, and we are sick and tired of hitting these trees, working around them. It's been a long time coming, so that's what I've been busy doing. You can see I've gotten that far, but I got a long ways to go. This is gonna take a while. That particular tree right there, we'll come around and get that from the other side. And I will apologize right now for my dirty windows. As you can see, it's got all those jagged edges on there. What I can do is I can just put it right down next to the tree and run it into the ground and pop the roots out from the side of it. So that way then when I get and grab the thing, you can see those are some pretty good sized roots there. Not to mention there's a fence in here, so that's only been making it more fun. But now I can open up those jaws get right up on it, grab it, give her a solid yank, roots and all. This thing is pretty awesome. Sometimes you just need the right tools, and a chainsaw in this scenario is not the right tool. So I'm just busy out here making piles. We'll come back out here with the side dumps and the grapple on another payloader, and then start picking up all these piles of trees. And I think the ultimate goal is we're just gonna make one giant pile out here in the field and burn it. That'll help us get rid of it. And this right here is the worst part about it. Getting this damn fence stuck in these trees. So I guess I'll start cutting. You can see how it's buried in there. It's gonna be a long day. See all that fence? All in there. Oh my God. I'm like about an eighth of the way done. Okay, new job. I'm not done with the trees yet, but I had to take a break from that because I was getting quite far ahead for what we could actually clean up and whatever else. So today's job, or tonight's anyways, we're ripping. We're in the cattle yard here over by Dan's that you saw us put cattle on. Need to get that ripped because it's quite hard. So we have a 870 case ripper and got it on the 9630 here. And I had to go sideways on this spot. This is where we had a fence in between the 2 yards. And those cattle packed that so tight, just about stopped me. So we're going through that twice. But overall, not going too bad. Supposed to get a little shot of rain tonight, so I'm kind of hoping that I get this done. I don't have a lot to go. This is 55 acres here, I think, so hoping to get it done before it rains, and that'll help mellow out this ground a lot. So it's like 60 some degrees outside, but it's about 85 in here right now. The AC is not working. We haven't charged it yet since, well, to get ready for spring. So I'm hot. I'm real hot. Tractor's a little warm too. Running about 200, about 6% slip. And you can see the nice little layer of dust, because when we did the other field, they decided to open the window because it was hot, and now the inside of my cab's all dusty. guess we'll clean that up. It is what it is.